Hello, my name is Saurabh Sirsikar, and let us begin with a small story of a father and his son. They own a cloth shop, which is a small business, and they sell shirts and pants. So now what happens is they work in on alternate days. So for example, on Monday dad will be working in the shop and son will be relaxing at home. On Tuesday son will be working in the shop. On Wednesday dad will be working. So 3 days of a week son works, 3 days of the week dad works. Now the problem here is that dad has a different operating method where he conserves electricity. So there are two electric bulbs. So dad uses only one electric bulb and he turns off the other bulb. So he uses lesser lighting when he is in the shop. But whereas son, he likes to uh, illuminate the shop and he wants more light, so he uses both the bulbs. Okay, another difference between their operating tendency is that dad sells, he tries to attract customers by giving offers like discounts. So he sells on the clothes on offer and sells at 189 rupees per piece, whereas son, he uses two bulbs but he do not give any discounts, he sells at 200 rupees per piece. Okay, so this is a hypothetical situation, don't try to go in depth of why they are doing what they are doing. So now what is happening here is they get into an argument and the son says that you have to attract customers by decorating your shop, by putting more lightings. But dad says no, it is not the correct method, you have to attract customers by giving them offers. So they, what they do is they come together in the shop one day and they change the price. On one day they try giving discounts. So what is the first thing they try? They change factor number 1, that is, so there are two factors here, price and lighting. So one by one they change one factor at a time. So on one day they try to give offers. Okay, so they change price, and on other day they change the lighting, they try putting on two bulbs. So on the other day they keep the prices same but they change the lighting and they observe. But their argument does not end because they do not understand what actually happened. They were not able to analyze the situation and come to a conclusion where they can understand if dad was correct or son was correct. So now there comes a third person in the picture. So this person is a DOE, or let's say a black belt Six Sigma. So let's for now call him DOE expert. He has some knowledge of design of experiments. So now they tell him this entire situation where they are offering different prices and they are using different lightings, but they are not able to make out which is working for them. So this person asks them the first question, what is your outcome? So they tell him that we want to increase our profits. So he notes it down that profit is the outcome. So second thing is, what is the objective? So they tell him that they want to maximize the profit. Then he says, so what do you think your profit depends upon? So third thing is, what are the factors which are affecting your profit as per your opinion for now? So they tell him that the there are two factors. First one is pricing and second one is lighting. Then the next question is, he asks, how can you vary the pricing? So they say that there are two levels of prices, and so there are two levels of prices, that is without offer and with offer. So two levels of pricing. And for lighting also there are for now two levels, that is either they can put on one bulb or they can put on both the bulbs. So there are two levels for each factor. Okay, so there are two factors, that is pricing and lighting, and for each factor there are two levels, so as you can see in this table. So now the next question is, the DOE expert, he suggests them with a plan. He plans an experiment for them. He says you can try all possible combinations and we will meet after you perform these 4 experiments. So what does he tell them? He gives them a plan. So what is the plan? They have to take the light, they have to take the price here, and what they have to do. So let's say for light we will call it as dim light, or say one bulb, then use two bulbs, then again use one bulb, again use two bulbs. For price it says use the discounted price, again use the discounted price, then use the normal price, again use the normal price. Okay, so he tells them to do this and note down the profits. Note down the profits when using one bulb and use this price for one day. Then on the second day use two bulbs and keep this price. Note down the profits. Then use lower lighting and higher price. Then on the last day use higher lighting and higher price. Observe the profits. Okay, so this is the plan which he gives them. Then he tells them to execute this. So once they execute, they get results like this. On this combination they get profit of 4,900 rupees. When using this combination they get this much profit. On using this combination they get this much profit, and using higher light and higher prices they get this much profit. Okay, so now this was about the execution of the experiment. Now he says, now I will analyze the results for you. So how does he analyze the results? So for that so after the execution, the DOE expert tries to analyze the results with the help of a cube. So he draws one face of the cube, that is a square. On the horizontal axis he assigns it for light. Okay, on the left side, on the left vertex one bulb is used, on the right vertex two bulbs are used. So lower level and higher level of factor light. So let's say light is our factor A and price is our factor B. So this is the lower side and this is the higher. Similarly for price, 189 rupees at the lower vertex, and at the higher vertex the higher price, that is 200 rupees. So now he says what was the result when you are using one bulb and 189 rupees price. So one bulb 189 rupees is 4900 profit. Then on this condition where you used two bulbs and 189 rupees price, 5700. When you were using one bulb and 200 rupees price, so what was the profit? 3700. When you were using two bulbs and 200 rupees price, what was the profit? 4500. Now he says, if I want to check the main effect due to lighting, okay, main effect due to lighting, I will write here main effect of lighting. So how will you get the main effect of lighting? You have to so to study main effect of lighting you have to consider only this much. So you have to check the difference between higher lighting and lower lighting. So this minus this, so it comes to be 5700 minus 4900 is equal to 800 rupees. So this was at the lower price. At when lower price was used, this was the effect of lighting. So when higher price is used, the effect of lighting we can find out by subtracting higher level minus lower level. Always remember this, higher level minus lower level. So it will be 4500 minus 3700, which comes to be 800 rupees. So this was at this was at B minus and this was at B plus, that means lower lighting and higher lighting. So now if I take the average of this two, it comes out to be 800. Okay, so now after this what we understand, what does the analyst understand, is that if we go from one bulb to two bulbs, so if we increase the lighting, then profit increases by 800 rupees. Okay, so this is one of the conclusion. Then he says, now let me analyze the main effect of price. So to study the main effect of pricing, what we can do is we can for lower lighting we can understand is during lower lighting, what happened? High minus low. So 3700 minus 4900, that comes to be minus 1200. And when higher lighting was used, what was price doing? We get when we subtract the higher price on lower price. So 4500 minus 5700. So this is equals to minus 1200 again. So if we take an average, it comes to be minus 1200. So now based on this, what we can say is when we increase the pricing from 189 to 200 rupees, our profit reduces by 1200 rupees. Okay, so this is the analysis, and you need to understand that this and this are the result of this entire experiment. Now, do you think the argument between dad and son can be resolved with the help of this understanding, and can they come to a better technique to operate their shop? So I want you to comment and tell me, or tell these two, that how they can operate their shop. Okay, and here what we have learned. Okay, so we learned that the proper technique to conduct experiment is not to do one factor at a time. Okay, varying just one factor at a time will not give you the entire understanding of what is happening in your system. But if you follow these steps, okay, so these are the 7 steps. There is one more step, that is, if required, we can repeat this. Okay, so if we feel that whatever we got here, that will be changing in the next week, because next week festivals are coming, so maybe profit on each day will be higher. So what we can do is repeat these 4 experiments again. Okay, and there will be new set of profits. Okay, so for example, here we get 8000, here we get 9000. Okay, and so on. So what we can do is we can take average of this two as the reading for this, and then we can do this exercise again. So last step is to repeat. So now from this entire story, we have learned about what do you mean by outcome? What is the outcome of any experiment? So the outcome of any experiment is what you measure after running the experiment. So here the outcome was profit. Then you learned about what is objective. So objective is always to, mostly it is to increase profit, maximize profit. Okay, or reduce the cost. So these are some other type of objectives. Then factor, we understood what are the factor is something, it is a variable which affects the outcome. So in this case, pricing and lighting are the two factors. Then what is level is nothing but the variation in the factors. So we can vary prices by 2 levels, lightings by 2 levels. There may be 3 levels also. If we introduce one more price, that is, if they used to sell at say 300 rupees, then that will be another level. So then it will be a 3 level. Okay, so you understood what is a level. Then you understood how to plan experiment. Okay, so when there are 2 factors and 2 levels, then there become 4 combinations. So these are the 4 combinations. So here you saw that the first factor was for pricing was varied very fast, like minus plus minus plus. And price, sorry, uh sorry, so here you saw lighting was varied like this, minus plus minus plus, and pricing was slowly varied. This lighting was, first factor is always varied fast, change fast, and second is changing slow. So here you can see minus minus plus minus minus plus plus plus. So plus stands for high and minus stands for low. So this is how you plan. And execution, one point is that you can do it randomly, so that we will discuss in the further upcoming lectures. So in this lecture you have understood the major terminology of design of experiment. So in the description I will be giving you data which is slightly different than this profits will be somewhat different. So you have to calculate the main effects of lighting and pricing. Okay, so this will be ensuring that you understand in a better way. If you are stuck at any point, rewatch the video wherever you are stuck and come with the answer.